Toyota have completely redeveloped the smallest SUV in their range, the RAV4, for 2013. They've overhauled the aesthetics and the engineering under the bonnet to create an SUV that can truly compete with the top of the class, the Mazda CX-5. But in the process of changing the RAV, have they taken away the thing that used to make it great? One thing we really enjoyed about previous generations of the RAV was its capable, go-anywhere approach to the SUV segment. At no point was the RAV ever considered a glorified station wagon. But with more and more families ignoring the wagon segment completely when they look for a family car and jumping straight to an SUV like the RAV, can this latest model blend both the practicality of a family wagon with the four-wheel driving approach of this model's past to create a truly excellent SUV? This RAV4 is in mid-spec GXL trim, and like other RAV4s, has 5 seats. In this car, they're tailored in cloth upholstery. You also get a 6.1-inch infotainment system without nav, although nav is standard on the top of the range cruiser. You also get a leather-wrapped steering wheel and gear shift, and full iPod connectivity. The seating position is high in the RAV4. The seat is currently set to its lowest, and there is also adjustment in the steering wheel for reach and for rake. There's also plenty of cubby holes in the RAV4 where you might want to stick your notebook, coffee cup, or anything else you might be carrying with you. As you can see, in the back of the RAV, the room is actually very good. I have plenty of legroom and headroom at 6 foot nothing. There's also a rest that you can bring down between the 2 seats with 2 cup holders if you're only carrying 4 people. And the floor is also nearly flat with very little transmission tunnel intrusion, so you can seat 3 people across in comfort. While previous RAV4s have always been practical, they've never been that much to drive, and one thing that the new RAV4 has brought into the mix is greatly improved driving dynamics, and this is something that we also noticed on the new Corolla. Everything's been tightened up, and when you push on for more spirited driving, the RAV4 can really deliver. The 2.5 litre 4-cylinder petrol in this RAV4, which is actually the top of the line engine, is quiet but energetic and really quite torquey when you want to push on. The transmission is also very smooth, and it's been geared quite conservatively, which means that you don't hear a loud change down when you're trying to brake or going down hills. Toyota have made the handling of this new RAV4 very car-like. Through the corners, it sits in a stable position, and there's much less body roll than what we've seen in previous generations of the car, which inspires a lot more confidence. And you can really push on with the RAV4, and when you do, it's almost fun. So here we'll put it into a hairpin quite tightly, and yeah, just very limited body roll. You've done very, very well. And a torquey surge as you come out from the 2.5 litre petrol. And while you're doing all of this enjoyable driving, Toyota have built in their new head unit into the RAV4, which offers a plethora of input options. So you've got 2 USB ports for 2 separate devices, Bluetooth audio streaming, and 3.5mm in, which offers you a great choice to keep you entertained on the road. But it is this very head unit which leads me on to the RAV4's negatives. While they've just scrapped the idea of hard buttons to control the entertainment system, the screen is very small. It's only 6.1 inches, and the other thing is it's located too far out of the reach of even a driver with long arms. And when you do finally reach the screen, you'll find the buttons on it are very small, which means it's hard to make an accurate choice and keep driving safely. Because of that, you might think that you can use the buttons on the steering wheel, but when you try that, you'll find that they require brute force to actually make them work. On top of this, while the petrol in this model offers a refined and comfortable driving experience, the trade-off is fuel consumption. This is a very thirsty car. Over our week-long test, we've seen figures between 10 and 11 litres per 100 kilometres, which is significant. We'd advise going for the 2.2 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel any day of the week. And if you're the kind of person who does a lot of long distance driving, you'd have to check out the top of the range cruiser model, because this mid-spec GXL has seats with a very hard back piece to them, although they do have excellent side bolstering to keep you in place in the sportier driving. While the RAV4 never reaches the lofty heights set by the class leader, the Mazda CX-5, it does offer another practical and enjoyable option to add to your list if you're in the market for a small SUV. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check out chasingcars.com.au.